Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, one and all, to the Hospital Podcast, the 470th episode. I can't believe I'm even saying that. It's crazy. Of the Hospital Podcast. As you can tell, it's a little bit like World Cup theme today. And currently Spain are beating Croatia 3-0. I don't know, am I allowed to actually show this? Because this is technically on ITV. Like, I don't think anyone cares apart from me. But anyway, let's get cracking, people. So yeah, big salute to everyone that's joining us in the chat tonight. We're going to kick things off with an amazing track called In the Moment by Low R, Leo Wood and 6R. 6R's a good friend of mine from Horsham Town. So yeah, let's drink, let's enjoy the fun.
It's a strange affliction, scrolling pages aimlessly. It's hard addiction. Phone unlocked while daylight is fading. While we living each day through a screen, hours flicking through someone else's dreams. Be here now with me, only here with me.
Yeah, big salute to everyone in the chat. Of course, I'm wearing the England top, man. Let's do this. So yeah, big salute and welcome to everyone that is locked into the 470th episode. And yeah, not only are we celebrating the World Cup, as you can see, all the nations behind us, and this amazing bunting and stuff like that George has put up himself, by the way. Himself, I didn't help. I know a lot of people are thinking you're pretty useless, Degs, and yeah, it's kind of true. So yeah, news from the hospital/solvent camp. We've got Soul Music 2022 that has just been released by Solvent Records. It came out on Friday, just gone. And yeah, it's amazing. It's more than 20 tracks of absolute golden music. This track that you can hear right now is by an artist called Impartial, and it's called Flow State. I'm going to crack on, I'm going to keep playing some stuff, so yeah, let's go. Yeah, big salute to everyone in the chat. Skyrocket, Noel, Baz Blanken, Matt Powers, Taken, Hyper Eagle, Eric Lavery, Nor Banner, Jasper Van Honk, King K, Tiffany. Right, let's do this. Let's hope I haven't messed this double up, George. So yeah, so good to see so many of you in the chat tonight, man. It's World Cup fever. Yes, party people. Want to give a massive salute to Critical Music in the house. One of my favorite labels. I'm not allowed to say it's my favorite label because I think I might get dropped from my label, but you know, that's all we can give. Yeah, but big salute to Critical, man. Absolute fire coming out on that label at the moment. Just pure quality all the time. And yeah, obviously I am watching the football at the same time as well. And as I can see, sorry, Costa. Is there any Costa Ricans in the house? Because it's 4-0, bro. it's not going that well for Costa Rica. Do we have a lot of Costa Rican drum and bass fans, George? We do. Okay, according to George, we've got at least 55. So I don't know what you're looking at, mate. I mean. So yeah, it's been an absolutely wonderful year for drum and bass music, particularly since COVID, right? And one artist that's really started shining on Hospital Records is an incredible vocalist called Sola. She's from Brighton Town, and she's recently put out an album called King. I would say the exact date, but obviously George knows that I'm not the most professional person in the world. So I think, George, do you have any idea? So, you know, we're both on the same page right now, do you know what I mean? And yeah, so I'm going to play the title track. I really, really like this tune, man. I think she's done an excellent job. She's got an array of incredible producers to produce this project with her. Someone in the chat just said, sad times for Costa Rica. We got any Spanish fans in the house? Because oh my god, you guys are killing it right now. The track that you can hear right here is an amazing track called Alpha Rats. It's by Askel Alere and Shibumi. And yeah, this is part of the Soul Music 2022 compilation that is out right now on Solvent Records. So yeah, that came out on Friday just gone. Guys, go and get it. It's absolutely amazing. I'm not just saying that because I'm on it, because I don't think I'm on it. I don't even know. I just think it's a really amazing compilation. And yeah, Eric Lavery has just reminded me that Canada, one of my favourite places in the world, by the way. It's been 36 years since the last time Canada was in the World Cup. Can you believe that? So yeah, I really, really hope somehow you get out of the group, guys, and I'd be so happy if you could manage that somehow. So yeah, big up Alfonso Davies and crew. Welcome everyone to the 470th episode of the Hospital Podcast. Here's a little double with Sense MC.
One fist, pencil, other grip, steel. The right don't get you, the left one will. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. Rain all pouring, thunder and skies. I was wondering why I was here. Another nonsense, dealing with my loathing, fear, another problem. My whole life is Hunter S. Diamond is cold, under stress. Say I'm different, it's an understatement. One line will make a rapper choke blood, I'll suffocate him. I'm disrespectful, I'll keep them up waiting. I'm dog shippers, waiting on another patient. And when I try and spit, I'm kinda nice with it. I'm into girls and wine, that Dionysus shit. Part rapper, part scientist. Hey, anything's possible if we really got our minds to it.
Amazing stuff from Sense, man. Right, also Friday just gone. Brand new music from Unglued. This one's called Peanut Butter Kid, right? I'm gonna pull this one out because this is too sick, George. Am I allowed to reload? Am I allowed to? George is shaking his head. So yeah, quick update. Spain are beating Costa Rica 4-0. You're locked into the 470th episode of the Hospital Podcast. I'm drinking mulled wine. I hope you guys are well wherever you are. Salute to the chat. This track is called Peanut Butter Kid by Unglued. And yeah, you know, Degs always talking, bro. Like, I'm going to let this tune play, okay? Just the once. Man said, wind your deck in. William, you've won comment of the day and we're not even 10 minutes in, man. Jesus. Wind your deck in, Degs.
Does that feel good?
Yes, 470. So this next track right here is from the Soul Music compilation. I'm going to be playing at least 20 tracks from the Soul Music compilation. This is by an artist called Octavate, and it's called Jengu. Let's go. Yeah, big up DJ, my friend. Party people in the chat, as is always customary on the podcast. Where are you guys locking on from? Obviously Spain, Costa Rica are playing right now, but I'm really interested to find out, where are you locking in from? And you know, part of the reason why I asked this is that this next track right here on Soul Music 2022 is by a Sri Lankan artist called Irie. Really, really talented guy. Really, really nice guy as well. And this one's called Drifting Sideways. So yeah, big up Fresno, California. Let's go. Let's give some big shout outs, man. Wow, I gotta scroll back. So Fresno, California, Canada, Trenton, New Jersey, USA. Big up Manbull for watching 469. Turkey, Georgia, County Carlo in Ireland. Aarhus in Denmark. Did I pronounce that correctly? I'm not sure if I did. Pennsylvania. Florida. We've got Groningen in the Netherlands. Big up Baz, my friend. Toulouse, Tampa. Wow, we've got some real eclectic people right here. You guys are so much more interested than me. Maybe I should just invite the chat room for like a podcast session one day. Right, let's do this. Hey, we got Wales in the house. Yeah, big up Gareth Bell, man. That was a tight game. I know there's a lot of Americans in the chat. Oh my days. I'm so happy for Wales, man. So someone just asked me, it's a World Cup podcast, right? So I've got to talk about the football, George. How was Spain looking? I mean, Spain just looked good. Doesn't matter what Spanish people do, they just look good doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think Spain could go quite far. Honestly, I've got high hopes for England. I would absolutely love to see England, I don't know, maybe reach the semi-finals. Maybe even go one better and reach the final again. I don't think we've got enough to win it. I know the Argentinians lost yesterday, but I still feel They're gonna come good, man. Yeah, big up DJ. I think DJ's just like sort of worked out who I am. Big up DJ, big up everyone in Romania. Yeah, that is correct. I am on Forza Horizon 5. I'm really sorry about all my terrible dad jokes, but you know, there's not really much I can do. And yeah, happy Thanksgiving to all the American crew in the chat. It's nice to see you guys, man. Oh, it's a weird World Cup. Right, new music from Hugh Hardy and Inmost coming next. This one's called Squelcher. Such an amazing tune. Archie, to answer the question, mostly half and half, I guess. Probably about 50-50. Yeah, big salute to Melissa in the chat. So obviously we've got a bit of an international flavour right now, George, right? An international flavour. And the reason why I say this is that earlier today, the great nation of Japan, they defeated Germany. They went 1-0 down and they won 2-1. So yeah, can we big up Japan in the chat, party people? I love Japan. Yeah, big up party people of Japan. And the reason why I'm saying this is that this artist right here on Soul Music 2022 is an amazing Japanese producer called Mountain. So yeah, you won 2-1 and we're about to play your tune. So Hospital 470, let's go. Yeah, big up Japan. All right, this one's for England, yeah? And Wales. hope I haven't spilled that on my white shirt, man. Big up Unglued. Do you know what? This tune is absolutely amazing, but before I go any further, my amazing American agent Melissa has just said in the chat, if the United States beats the UK on Friday, we have to call it soccer. I'm not sure about that, mate. Although, to be fair, she's kind of got a point. Imagine I have to, for the rest of my life, I'm 33 now, so I'm going to live for maybe another 30, 40 years, I don't know, and I have to call it soccer. Imagine that. So I want to give a massive shout out firstly to the legendary High Contrast with the original tune. This is one of my favourite tunes of all time, man, I swear to God. And of course, the amazing Unglued remix. I believe this came out in 2018. And do you know what? It's actually amazing how this tune still kills dancers off. Like, it's actually incredible. So yeah, judging by the chat, I don't think everyone agrees, Mel. I think we're going to keep calling it football. I'll give you a couple Degs tunes later, Mr. King Veer. Let's go.
When I'm long gone, looking like you can't see me if you're fishing, it's in the wrong pond. When I skate, we innovate, speaking of rave, got 'em on one. Assimilate with the rhythm, it's a little thriller when I'm on a song done. Hey yo, brag about setting off when I hit venue. See we on it, stay hungry, them and I full will check the menu. And when I grip pen, someone up lang might need a sensu. Been killing it, seen drilling it, peak when I hit them, tune it's done. Hey, tell them they ain't ready for the mess I bring. Feel the pressure, we set the session and check 'em in. What's man the medicine, money, cause on to better things. You must be thinking it's easy, believe me, settle in. Yo, tell them they ain't ready for the mess I bring. Feel the pressure, we set the session and check 'em in. What's man the menace, the money, cause on to better things. You must be thinking it's easy, believe me, settle in.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that tune, I'm not gonna lie. Halogenics, Settle In, featuring Sparks. Damn, that's a good tune.
Yo, tell them they ain't ready for the mess I bring. What's man the menace, the money, cause on to better things. You must be thinking it's easy, believe me, settle in. Settle in, settle in.
Alright, some newness from Soul Music.
You must be thinking it's easy, believe me, settle in.
See, every now and then I just keep looking at my phone, right? And yeah, obviously, big up Critical Music, by the way. It's not going well for Costa Rica. Spain 5, Costa Rica 0. I honestly would. I just want Costa Rica to get one back. It doesn't really look like they're gonna get one back. I think I can kind of see that. Like, they've not touched the ball like the whole time I've been watching. But yeah, welcome to the Hospital Podcast, 470th episode of this podcast. This track is by an artist called Sun Sequoia. Let's go. Yeah, this is a special one, man. I love this tune. Right, new music again from Soul Music. Let's do it, Seller, man. Why not? Why not? Yeah, I want to give a massive shout out to everyone that's been joining the chat. Big up Dan, big up Archie, William, Hyper Eagle, big up DJ Meister as well, my friend. Long time no see. Fernan, Lekker, DJ Eric, Interstellar Audio. Big up Seller, man. Big up King Veer. Oh, we're going to get Chris back. Trust me, we're going to come back. I just realised that wasn't even English. We're gonna come back. What am I trying to say out here, George? Man, it's amazing that you trust me with this podcast, George. Right, new music from Silence Groove. Let's go. Right, we're gonna do this, right? There's always one in there, George. Always one. I just have to remind people this is a podcast, right? And on podcasts, we talk. And there's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, big up Motive on this one. This one is called What You Do. Let's go. So obviously everyone that's been locking on, I can't stop laughing. Comments crack me up. So obviously, you know, on previous podcasts, particularly in the last few ones, I've been mentioning this guy quite a lot. And you know what? I'm actually going to bring it down slightly. I'm going to bring it down. So firstly, you're going to answer a question to King Veer. King Veer, how is Degwa pronounced? Literally like that. It's a silent N. It's Degwa. And speaking of Swahili, this artist is an incredible artist, Kim Yun Law, and someone that I really, really rate, and someone that I've played quite a few of his tunes on the podcast. Again, he keeps releasing amazing music. This track is called Cloudwalker. It's something a little bit different, something that we love. And yeah, Hospital Podcast 470. I hope you guys enjoy this. Hospital Podcast 470. Archie, I will answer that question very shortly. I've got to let this tune do the business, man. Let's go. Kimmy and Law, man. I'm telling you, this guy is an incredible producer, incredible human being. Right, more incredible music from an artist called Solar. This one's called Firefly. Salute to the people locked in. Let's do this.
Familiar side, drinking till it feels like you're here. Warm summer nights, every moment is keeping you near. Sending out for you. What more can I do? Traveling time. Will the seconds always feel like years, like years, like years?
Yeah, big salute to everyone in the chat that's been appreciating Kimmy and Law. Big up Jason. I saw you in Orlando. Yes, I will come back very soon, my friend.
Pouring light into my heart.
Right, this next track's from Scream Arts.
In the dark.
We ready? think I've run out of mulled wine. Can we get some? Obviously, it's the World Cup podcast. It's also Christmas. If anyone watched the Degs cast, Katarina Eldorado Harrison is currently getting me some more mulled wine. I feel really sorry for the guy that doesn't like to talk it, man, because I ain't shutting up. Let's go. More music from Solar. Again, on her debut album on Hospital Records, King. Please go and cop it. It's absolutely amazing. Just as well, to give you an update, it's currently Spain 6, Costa Rica 0. Oh no. Do you know what? Someone just in my WhatsApp said that Costa Rica aren't very good, are they? Look, come on, guys. Let's big up Costa Rica. Can we do me a massive favor in the chat and just give me some Costa Rican flags? Give me some fire for Costa Rica. Next year or next 4 years, it's your year, baby. Let's go.
Right now, don't know where we're going. The universe will show me. With you, I am ready. Somewhere far off in the distance, where we're out of sequence, we'll rewrite
Costa Rica, we love you.
another ending. 'Cause you and I were meant to be so wide.
Yes, big up Poland.
Run away, 'cause you and I were meant to be so wide. Run away.
You can't make the fact disappear. You can't make the fact.
Ooh, this is a gully one, isn't it, George?
Disappear.
Yes, David, we are live right now from London town. This track is on the Soul Music 2022 compilation. I told you, people, you need to get this fucking compilation in your life. This track is by the incredible Jam Thieves, and it's called Minefield. Like I said, Solvent Records, sorry. Soul Music 2022 came out on Friday, just gone. Make sure you go and get it. It's absolutely amazing.
All I got to say is,
Big up Sniffle Blocks, man.
make the fact disappear. Disappear.
Oh no. Oh no, George. I'm the bearer of bad news. It is now Spain 7, Costa Rica 0. Oh, this is not going well, man. This is not going well for my Costa Rican friends. That's a good finish, though. It was a good finish. Katarina Eldorado.
No pawn checkmate.
Damn.
Got the bullhorns, Cavalier took risk. You can't make the fact disappear. Alien like form, bearing scars, war torn. Make haste, lay waste, this is our dawn. No pawn, checkmate, reborn. That enlightenment you seek in the calm before the storm. Grab the bullhorns, Cavalier took risks. Man of many masks, strike fear, red mist. Cost Crossing off the hit list, eulogy lyrics. The Grim Reaper, child of the abyss. Alien-like form, bearing scars war-torn. Make haste, lay waste, this is our dawn. No pawn, checkmate, reborn. That enlightenment you seek in the calm before the storm. Grab the bullhorns, cavalier took risks. Man of many masks, strike fear, red mist. Crossing off the hit list, eulogy lyrics. The Grim Reaper, child of the abyss.
Woo! Yeah, they got Creatures and Vision Obi on this one, man. Jesus. This track is called Child of the Abyss. I just want Costa Rica to score at least once. Argentina in the house. I see my brethren driver DMB. We got him in the house. Me and this guy, we go back very, very far. We've had some very messy evenings, which we will not talk about on the podcast, okay? Right, George, I think it's that time, right? Do you think it's that time? I personally think it's that time. Big up Argentina. I love the fact that an Argentinian has shown their face after a result like that. I was saying earlier in the podcast, Adion, my friend, I still think you're going to win the World Cup. But don't come to me for any tips. And yeah. So, there is a point within the Hospital Podcast. You are locked into the Hospital Podcast. It is episode number 470, and it is that time. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the people around the world, it is time for the Degs exclusive.
That's right, that's right. So yeah, this month's or this week's Degs exclusive is from an incredible vocalist, about as far away from the UK as you can get. She's straight out of New Zealand. Her name is Ellipsa, and this track is called Dangerous. It's on UKF. It's out right now. Go and cop that. I can see that Spain are still absolutely tanking Costa Rica. But yeah, big up everyone. It's your time right now. Let's go. Let's go, Ellipsa. Yeah, this is a vibesy one, man. Right, I'm going to take this opportunity to ask all of you guys a question. This is the Hospital Podcast 470. This is the World Cup edition. Can I ask you, in the chat, who do you think is going to win the World Cup? And whoever gets the most votes in the chat, I'm going to go down the bookies and stick a tenner on them right now. Two answers that they're just not going to happen. It's going to be Degs or Russia. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I think I've got more chance, to be fair, out of them two. Yes, King K. So we've got Canada, obviously Russia, obviously Degs, Italy, Brazil, rigged. So Qatar, do you really think Qatar could win the World Cup? Because I'm not being funny. Like, I know they're Asian champions, yeah, but they looked really, really shit. Look, I don't want to take the piss or anything because you know what? I'm happy for everyone that's taken part. So, Vernon, I've absolutely zero knowledge about soccer, so I'm going to say France. Do you know what, mate? France, that is a really, really good shout, mate, honestly. Senegal, I think the States actually stand a chance. I agree. I think the States will do really well. So who else we got in here as well? Senegal, of course. Tunisia. Yes, we got people from Tunisia. I would absolutely love Tunisia to get through the group, man. That'd be amazing. Maybe Wales. They did play very well against the US. That is very true. Costa Rica. Come on, man. You can't kick a country when they're down. Oh man, this podcast, it doesn't play about, do you know what I mean? No playing around. Yes, big up Moscow. Good to see you, my friend. Hamilton, Ontario in the chat. The next World Cup will be held at Hospital Records. You know that, George. You're going to have to get this studio looking much nicer than this. You're going to need some of that Qatari cash room, boy. Switch up business. So yeah, to everyone asking about the tracks, so after this podcast, I will make sure before I go to the pub. Are we going to the pub, Kate? I don't know where we're going. We're going somewhere. I'll make sure that I put all of the track names in the comments. It will be on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon Music, etc. If you're on YouTube, it will be in the comments and also in the description. And of course, you are more than welcome to give me abuse if I get anything wrong, because that's just, I'm used to being abused. George abuses me all the time, so there we go. Okay, we're going to switch it up a little bit right now. Okay, so I'm going to bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Abuse. Driver said abuse. Say no more to me. Okay. Well, thanks, mate. I appreciate the fact that you want to abuse me. So whilst I just search for my cue point, I'm just going to remind you guys that you are locked in to the 470th episode of the world famous Hospital Podcast. I want to give, obviously, of course, a massive shout out to London Electricity, who held this podcast down for many, many years, over 400 episodes, and has also currently got his own podcast, which is up and running and also super sick, called Fast Soul Music. Make sure you go and check that out. I thought what I might do now is, I'm just laughing in the chat, is because it's World Cup season and I like jungle, those two things don't make any sense, but I'm just going to pretend that they do, and I'm just going to play like a 160. Should we just do 160-ish? What do you reckon, George? I haven't planned this. This is going to go fucking awful, isn't it? Okay, let's do it. George is looking at me being like, this wasn't in the production notes, so... Yeah, so I don't know if I've got any original junglers in here right now. These mixdowns are quiet, so I'm going to have to turn the trim up. This is an absolutely legendary tune from an absolute legend called Lemon D. This one is called This Is LA. Check the samples on this. Let's go.
This is Los Angeles. There were 452 gang-related murders in the greater Los Angeles area. This is Los Angeles, gang capital of the nation.
Yeah, big up Lemon D, man. Absolute inspiration. Let's do this. Hospital Podcast.
We'll see if there's anything that can be done about all of this.
Jungle business right now. pull that one, George, innit? I've got to pull that. Fucking hell. So before I go any further, someone in Vic's Lyrical goes, glad your DJ skills are better than your footy predictions. Look, I've already told people, whether you're my friend, family, or listeners of the podcast, please do not come to me for football tips. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Anyway, this track right here is on 15 Years of Metalheads. I saw that someone had literally put in Metalheads in the chat, and it's by the incredible Doc Scott. It's called VIP Drums. And you know what, King Vio? I actually don't know the answer to that question because it was my brother that found the sample, so I have no idea. Metalheads business. If you're loving the sounds of Metalheads, do me a massive favour and just get some fire emojis in the chat for me, please. We're going to roll out with some jungle for a little bit, and then, yeah, let's go. Jungle. Right, George, let's do this. You know what? I'm 33 years old, right? And I got to play some music for like people my age. George looking at me just like, listen, you old bastard, shut up, will ya? Yes. Party people, firstly, I just want to give a massive shout out to Costa Rica. 'Cause, man, I've had a really good time on this podcast, but that shit was brutal, right? That was fucking brutal. Unfortunately, we have reached the last track. Obviously, if you have locked into this podcast before, you will know that it probably isn't the last track. I didn't get an opportunity to play this last week. Obviously, I was focusing on lots of different styles of music. And so yeah, I've just released a new tune with the incredible Hugh Hardy on Solvent. Well, he's on Solvent, and this is on Hospital. I know, I can already see people in the chat being like, Degs, you know what? It's actually quite nice because you guys want me to talk. You guys want me to continue. And this one guy was like, can you be quiet, please, bro? That's what I reckon his accent sounds like. Anyway, last couple of tunes for myself. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. We've got a couple more tunes left. Let's just do this, right? This track is called War Drum Rhythm. It's by the incredible Hugh Hardy and the not so incredible Degs. So, you know, sorry about that.
See me in the rave, man, a skanking. I got a danking, stick out the place, no ramping. Top ranking general, see me on the battlefield flanking. Fresh creps out with the gang then. Move with the squad, tandem. Fools get ghosted, phantom. Bullet and live on the rhythm, outstanding. Nobody ever gets stranded. Out to my DJ Matic. Bullet and we run the track, I'm like blam. Everybody turning up on the weekend. All of my family, we're still eating. Under the lights, rave, you can't beat it, hands up. Dub plates, fuck the ravers, they're screaming. Sold out vibes to man, they can't sneak in. Front row crew, the girls are just peeking. Put it and we run the track, I'm like war drum rhythm for the people. See me in the rave and a skanking. I got a danking, stick out the place, no ramping. Top ranking, general, see me on the battlefield flanking. Crash landing, running for the check, banking. War drum rhythm for the people. See me in the rave and a skanking. I got a danking, stick out the place, no ramping. Top ranking, general, see me on the battlefield flanking. Crash landing.
Yeah, big salute to everyone in the chat, man. Pick up Jessica, man. Potatoes will potato, but of course, podcasts are for talking and having fun, and that's the reason why we do this. Honestly, guys, like all jokes aside, you know I make a joke about it. Obviously, not everyone understands like podcasts are for talking and that, but we have a really great time doing this, and it's amazing being able to support new music. Apart from this guy, I don't like this guy.
Go with the team, you know, they're all 30. Through the bass, it's all murky. This one's hot, this one's dirty. Pull it out. I ain't a Christian, I'm not clergy, no exclusion, everyone's worthy. Jungle music vibe is my Percy. Pull it and we run the track, I'm like, wow. When the shots they hit, they're like, nobody's ever skipping around. See my power, out for the count. And I'm like, jump on the stage, you know, we're still working. Connecting my sterling. I dance and I'm earning. War drum rhythm, let's go. War drum rhythm for the people. See me in the rave and a skanking. I got the danking, stick out the place, no ramping. Top ranking, general, see me on the battlefield flanking. Crash landing, running for the check, banking. War drum rhythm for the people, see me in the rave and the skanking. I got the danking, stick out the place, no ramping. Top ranking, general, see me on the battlefield flanking. Crash landing.
Big love and respect, guys. Big up to Vic's Lyrical. It said, at least you're not one of the DJs that are up their own backsides. I take it you mean that metaphorically rather than trying to... Sorry, George. Because obviously, practically, I think that you're going to be running into some trouble. But on a serious note, though, big salute to Hugh Hardy. Hugh Hardy is currently, I believe, working on an extensive new project, which hopefully will see the light of day next year. And I know that's really poor. That was poor banter. That was terrible, right? So what I'm going to do, I've been doing this a little bit more recently on the podcast, but I've been like kind of playing some influences growing up, and obviously we've got a lot of Americans in the chat. And when I was growing up listening to music, I was very, very lucky to have all sorts of like eclectic, different varieties of music being fed to me by my friends, my family, from like soul, hip hop, rock, everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play something from an incredible group called Slum Village. This track is called The Look of Love. This will literally be the last tune, I promise you this time, unless I find one more that I really like. So you've been locked into the Hospital Podcast 470. It's obviously coming home to Costa Rica. So yeah, big salute to everyone that's been locked into this podcast. And yeah, I'm going to roll out with this last tune.
What is the look of? It got something to do with being the man and handling your biz. What love got to do with it? Ask SV, it's all bullshit. You know what love is. Say it with me one time.
You know what love is.
Be on some love shit.
You know what love is.
Be on some love shit.
You know what love
and
is.
And to the bitches that love dick and masturbate, no need for that. And get down, rap, and say word. Take that back. Take it back. What is the look of? It got something to do with being the man and handling your biz. What love got to do with it? Ask SV, it's all bullshit. You know what love is. Say it with me one time.
You know what love is. You know what love is. You know what love is.
The motorbike have been slept on for a long time. It's time for me to put my Mac down. But in the meantime, let me tell you about a bitch name. The woman looks so good, she make you masturbate. Come into my life, let me show you how I operate. My name is Rasul, but you can call me a gigolo. My teacher name is, you know how we roll. I had a lot of shit to do back in the Astro.
By 10, nigga, come back to earth.
What can I do for you back in this bitch? Coming through with my new suit. Nigga looking fly, cause you know we got a lot of loot. When I'm on the mic, a nigga throw down his blunt just to hear what we say up in this bitch.
You know what love is. Say it with me now.
You know what love is.
What is the look of? It got something to do with being the man and handling your biz. What love got to do with it? Ask SV, it's all bullshit. You know what love is.
3 is on the love tip.
You know what love is.
The S is on swab tip.
You know what love is.
3 is on slut tip.
You know what love is.
She said I wanna get down with the S. I said certainly, let me teach you splendorness. But in the Virgo, you were scandalous. Your fragrance got me losing consciousness. Your stance got me unbuckling my fucking pants. Spending clouds of finance on the $2 romance. Take the dick to the tip. Get a lick, tell a bitch. That's the shit, so eat a dick. You need to just give me your
Okay. Alright, one more then. One more. Only because you guys asked for it in the chat earlier. This track is featuring an incredible artist called Philosophy. This is off my debut album on Hospital Records. It's called Head Trip. It's all about looking after yourself, looking after your own mental state, which is hopefully what we guys do in this podcast. So 470, this is the last tune. But you know what? Just to say thanks, one more, let's go. Yeah, big love and support to every single one of you. Like, I really appreciate everything you guys do. And you know what? We're not going to the pub. What are we going to do after? Watch Black Panther, I think. We're going to watch Black Panther. Let's go. And yeah, be good to each other, man. Everyone's mental health matters, definitely. Let's go.
I'm taking care of my own, and I'm redefining my roles. The end game is feeling more whole. Past been blocked for so long, but now in my way. Hardship gets lost in its wake. Injecting love in my veins. Now I'm here to spread vibes up in this place. Cause if you feel like breaking, I can relate. Those overpowering thoughts are hard to erase. Gotta make the time. Yeah. On the patient ride. Red eyes cause I'm lean, reflecting on things that I don't wanna see. Cause I know what it's like to lose all your focus and stop chasing your dreams. I worked myself into bad states trying to make my mark in the scene, and it felt like I would never make a breakthrough. But there's so many more than me. Learn empathy, nothing in life's just meant to be. To watch all the heads that fake the love and pretend to be. They're just battling mentally, cause self-esteem could be the hardest to master. These wounds are these plasters. If you care about the human race, give your bad goals to the departures. Hey, ghetto blast in my soul. Letting music be the influence, letting music be the fold. One way ticket for these bad thoughts, sick to death of this hole. Assess the game and then make shit, stay in control. You know a journey without obstacles ain't worth it. For the ride that I got, bags of motivation stemming from internal pride for my family, my team, and those who join me intertwined. I can't even try to describe. I'm taking care of my own, and I'm redefining my roles. The end game is feeling more whole. Past been blocked for so long, but now in my way. Hardship gets lost in its wake. Injecting love in my veins. Now I'm here to spread vibes up in this place.
Honestly, guys, thank you guys so much. And like I said, World Cup season. Hope everyone has a lovely time watching the football. Aside from Costa Rican fans, of course. It's been a pretty shit time today. And I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks for the next podcast. Just to answer Archie's question, I do follow a lot of other sports. Boxing, MMA, Formula 1. And of course, drum and bass, which I believe is a sport as well. But thank you guys. And I will see you again in 2 weeks' time. Much love and respect. Be good to each other. And of course, if you have any music that you want in consideration for this podcast, please send it to dubsfordegs@gmail.com. Until then, signing out.